Also new tonight on The Current, have you come across the social media star Limb Loss Boss? His real name is Hayden Bailey. He's got more than 2.2 million followers on TikTok alone. Hayden is originally from Sparland, Illinois, but in October 2013, he was involved in a single vehicle car crash that resulted in both of Hayden's legs being amputated. But Hayden has turned his story into one of hope and advocacy, and he has built a massive online community. We are so honored to have him join us right here on The Current with us. Hayden, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's not a problem at all. Thank you for having me.
All right, so I mentioned a little bit about your story there, but can you tell us yourself what happened?
So it was October 5th of 2013. I ran off the road and I have no recollection of the accident or even the day before because of internal brain bleeding. They say that kind of wipes your memory clean. I don't know if I fell asleep at the wheel or saw a deer. I don't know. But I ran off the road, went down into a ditch, and was pinned in my vehicle for, they said, 6 to 8 hours. And my father is the one that found me. And I was life flighted to the hospital and in a coma for 18 days, hospital day for 47 days, and ultimately it resulted in me having both of my legs amputated through the knee.
Mm. Here you are 12 years later, but how do you begin to move forward from something that just is so life-altering?
The crazy thing is that I think I was almost built for this, or at least my mental state and personality was, because everyone asked me in the hospital when I woke up from my coma and both my legs were amputated, they all asked, "What are you going to do now?" And that seemed like such a weird question because why would everyone assume my life is going to change? My initial goal was just to figure out how to get right back to where I was and enjoy myself doing all the things that I like to do anyway. So it wasn't really ever a question of, what do I want to do now? It was more of just how do I get back to where I was and keep doing the things that I like.
And did that include posting on TikTok, or was that something that came after?
That came like 7 years after the accident, and it was not on purpose at all. It's almost accidental that I've gotten social media famous. I just posted a video and it went viral, and then I just kind of kept doing it.
Why did you start it, though? I mean, it's one thing to post one video and go viral, but why keep going with this?
So I'm a social media consumer as well. And when the app TikTok came out, I enjoyed the way that its platform was, and it was enjoyable to consume that,
I'm
whatever.
gonna tell
And
you
I
how
made a
well
video
you can
just for
count
fun,
before you
like, hey,
die.
I'm a Legolas dude out here deer hunting. What'd you do today? It was interesting.
Expensive, but
And it blew up, and I just started showing people, like, well, I don't have any legs. I started answering questions and showing people what my life is like. It was right during deer season and everything I was trying to enjoy, anyways. And it kind of jumped off and went viral right from the start.
We're looking at some of your videos right now. Yeah, you post a lot of stuff when you're hunting, you post with your friends. Do you try to post every single day, or how do you do that?
you just found me
I've
with people
posted
who
every
Google
single day
who's
for
attracted to
5 years now, minus
you versus
maybe
husband
3 or 4 days total.
dudes just existing with no legs.
And what's the motivation behind your videos? What message are you trying to get across?
The vehicle car accident. I was in a coma.
Show people that anything's possible and what life can be like after a traumatic accident, as well as being a source of true information regarding prosthetics and above knee prosthetics, especially bilateral above knee prosthetics, because it's such a weird little niche. There's a lot of treatment methods that aren't very effective, and I know what works, and it can help people get their life back with the information that I have. So I like to be able to share that, as well as social media has become like a second occupation almost. It helps make the ends meet, and that's enjoyable as well.
Seriously. And are there misconceptions about being a bilateral amputee that people don't know about that you want to clear up?
There's a ton of misconceptions in the prosthetic world in general because I woke up in the hospital and they said, you're going to need a different job. You're going to use a wheelchair around the house. You're going to use canes when you need prosthetics on, and your life's going to be very different now. And I'm incredibly stubborn, and I didn't take that for an acceptable answer. And luckily, I met the people down in Oklahoma, the clinic I go to, Dream Team Prosthetics, and they specialize in bilateral above knee amputees. And once a year, they put on a workshop event called Life Camp, and you meet 2 dozen other people missing both their legs, and they're living completely normal and awesome lives. So I was subjected to that like 6 months after my accident. I saw all these examples of what's possible. So then I went straight to that, got treated by them, and my life basically went back to normal after that, and then got even better. So the fact that there was medical professionals in the early days that told me I was going to be limited based on essentially their own ignorance is astounding to me and can be really, really frustrating when I'm here meeting millions of people and trying to help people, and other people are kind of putting up brick walls that don't need to be there.
Yeah. I mean, you've said your only competition is yourself yesterday. What do you mean by that?
That's the truth, especially being in my position as a bilateral above knee amputee. I don't compare myself to other people. There's not really any sense in it. There's not any sense for anyone to compare themselves to other people because we're all different. We're all individuals. But I do think it is my responsibility as a person and as a man and a human to be the best possible version of myself. So really, the only competition I have is myself yesterday, and I'm just trying to be better than that guy. And if I can succeed in that, then I've won, and I'll try and do it again tomorrow.
Hmm. Well, Sparlin's a pretty tiny town in Illinois. Do you have people come up and talk to you about your social media videos?
Yeah, I've somehow became this small town famous even before the internet videos. I feel like everyone around here knows me, and I hardly know any of them. So I'm very recognizable locally.
Well, I love it. Before I let you go, Hayden, really fast, you got a bunch of different, do you call them stubbies? Is that the right word?
Absolutely.
Okay, well, different legs you put on. Do you have a favorite pair?
I like my stubbies the best, just the traditional ones. I'm actually trying to manufacture some or put my own spin on the ones that I'm trying to make so they're a little more durable. But they're just super easy and fun for running around the house chasing the kids. I'm 4 foot nothing. They're lightweight. They're just really, really user friendly. And those are probably my favorite ones right now at this phase in my life.
I love it. Well, Hayden, I know you're super busy between your job, social media, and with all your young kids. I really, really, really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much for joining us.
Oh, not a problem at all. Thank you very much for having me.
And for you guys at home, if you want to share Hayden's story or find out his website, his social medias, we got all of it linked up at WQAD.com underneath the As Seen on TV tab.